Hi guys, welcome to Soul's Note Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless tarot. So whenever it is that you're tuning into the channel, welcome. Fucking hell. Cards are spitting out. This is going to be like a money, finances and career reading. That's what I want to say. Change your inner dialogue. Oh, my life is rich and full. Don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. An attitude of gratitude. Right, well, it's kind of clear. I feel that you're being asked to change your inner dialogue. Maybe affirmations will really help you so that you are, I don't know, your inner dialogue is more supportive to what it is that you're wanting to achieve. So by repeating my life is rich and full and really beginning to believe that. Because the thing is with affirmations, when we first say them, it doesn't ring true to where we are vibrationally. We wouldn't need to say affirmations if we already had a very positive inner dialogue. So the fact that we need an affirmation tells us that automatically we don't really believe what it is that we're going to be repeating. So they do take time. Like, you can't just repeat an affirmation three times and then anything changes a consequence of that. Truly, I don't know, it probably took me a couple of years. I don't want to put anybody off by the length of time, but it may be different for everybody. But it took me years to change my inner dialogue in lots of different areas of my life. It wasn't just in relation to money and finances. It was in relation to self-worth. It was in relation to love and relationships. I had to have like a whole internal rehaul about everything. Basically, it's taken a fucking long time. But the more that you believe that your life is rich and full, the more that the universe is going to reflect that back to you. And it's definitely through an attitude of gratitude which is going to help you achieve that. That's being grateful for, thankful for, appreciative of the blessings that you have in your life. And those blessings don't have to be financial. It could just be the fact that you wake up in the morning. It could just be the fact that, you've got your faculties. It could be that you've got a job, even if you hate your job, but be grateful for the fact that you have one. Or whatever it is that is your source of income at the moment. If there are people that are helping you or supporting you in any way, it's being grateful for and showing, appreciation to those people, but also allowing yourself to be aware that this is something positive that's happening in your life. So that's one way that you can change your inner dialogue. And then we've got don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. And that to me kind of goes back to this. It's like, I don't know, especially when it comes to negativity, people are very often quick to share their opinion on whether it's your life or what it is that you should be doing and yada, yada, yada. So if it's not positive and it's not supporting the growth that you're trying to achieve or the evolution, the changes that you're wanting to make, don't internalize it. Don't take it on board. That's why as a reader, I kind of say, like, if it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. You'll know if a reading is for you, and not just any reading I do, any reading that you're tuning into. You'll know if it's for you, and if it's not for you, leave it. Leave it on the tarot reader's table. Don't take it home with you. Yeah, this Empress in the reverse. There's either, I don't know, something that you're trying to manifest that's not getting off the ground. There's an insecurity here that you're needing to change your inner dialogue in relation to. Your ability to manifest, or your feminine energy you may be rejecting. Your feminine energy as a man or as a woman. We all have masculine and feminine energy. Now, the Empress is the mother of the deck. So it's like, I don't know, there may have been something that you dealt with your relationship to your mother that you are now needing to change your inner dialogue in relation to. Because that inner voice that we have, generally it's created in childhood. In the same way that we were just talking about positive affirmations, they're just statements that you repeat frequently for a long period of time. So when you arrive in this, lifetime, in this existence, in this incarnation, we're in effect kind of blank slates. We very rarely remember the previous, if you believe in past lives, but the past lives that we have lived. So everything that we are exposed to as young children becomes our inner dialogue. And not all of us are fortunate enough to have had that inner dialogue reinforced in a very positive way, whether it's our attitudes towards money and, you know, asking for things as a kid and being told that, you know, money doesn't grow on trees, or you're not, you know, this, that, whatever it's going to be. But that's where this initial inner dialogue may have come from, and you're either now being asked to look at it, recognize it, see if it's helping or hindering you financially in your career, to do with finances, and then change it. Because the Empress, like I say, is, fucking hell, Queen of Swords. Then we've got the Hierophant. It's going to say the Empress is generally about our creativity or our ability to manifest. She sits on this throne and she attracts, you know, everything that she wants to her. Feminine energy is very receptive energy, allows itself to receive. So this is maybe, you know, what you're needing to change your inner dialogue in relation to, allowing yourself to receive. Now we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which, fucking hell, that's not great. It's, and you know what? This is a critical, this very well could have been a really critical mum. Not to diss anyone's mums. But this could have been a really overcritical mum. So it's like your inner dialogue is in effect, it's just her voice. Because as, like I say, throughout your childhood and, you know, your teens, your young adult years, and now your fully grown ass adult years, that is the voice that is the loudest because you haven't done anything to change it. So if you had a really overcritical, overbearing, unforgiving, easily disappointed or cold parental figure, then you definitely need to change your inner dialogue. It's not helping you. Right. And this don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. That could definitely be, if this person is still in your life reinforcing this inner dialogue, don't allow that to be anymore, right? My life is rich and full. We've got the Hierophant energy. Well, that actually kind of came out with these. Let's keep them together. Because the Hierophant is like the traditional way of doing stuff. It's the corporation, it's the boss, it's, you know, it's like going to college or going to university. It's, you know, there's a clear path that's laid out, a hierarchical structure that's kind of laid out to apparently reach a level of success. So I don't know if that's what you're needing to change your inner dialogue about. Leaving the corporate world or stepping outside of the, you know, the tried and true, the traditionally right thing to do in terms of career. The Hierophant is also, it's like the old school influencer energy. You can see this Pope and he's got like two people like on bended knee that are like soaking in and sucking in, you know, his every word. So again, that could have been the position that this authority or this parental energy kind of took. And like I say, you kind of soaked it all in. And the Hierophant speaks about your beliefs. So I just feel that your beliefs have come from this really cold Empress in the reversed energy. And that's what needs to be looked at. Right, show me my life is rich and full. Bloody hell. Show me my life is rich and full. Well, that's just self-explanatory. Oh my gosh, look, Ace of Pentacles. Exactly. Your life is rich and full. Even if you don't believe it, and that's the sad thing. That's the sad thing. It doesn't matter. Right, how do I say this? All that matters is what we believe. We live in a very abundant universe, but so many of us are cut off from what is, I'm not going to say owed to us or due to us, but what we can access because of our beliefs, because of the way that we expect things to be through, like I say, this inner dialogue, this inner voice, this inner monologue that we repeat to ourselves. So the more that we tell ourselves our life is rich and full, the more opportunities are presented that back that up. This is exactly what I was saying with the affirmation stuff. The more that you believe that your life is rich and full, the more that the universe is able to show you that it truly is. Right, don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. Show me this energy. Oh my God. This is something about family. 10 of Pentacles. If it's not family, it's generational patterns. It's generational shit. So as I was saying about this cold-hearted, like not very nurturing, not very, oh God, I don't know how to say it. Not very nurturing, like a withdrawn energy or some kind of neglect or just cruelty. With these two cards together, actually it's not fucking nice. That you've had to deal with as a child or growing up, or where you're in a dialogue came from. But then I'm not pointing at anyone's mum and saying your mum's wrong, because it was something fucking generational. That's probably how her mum spoke to her. And then her mum's mum spoke to her mum. Do you know what I mean? It goes back. It goes back so fucking far that it's impossible to pinpoint or lay blame at anyone's feet. And that's not what my channel's about. It's about personal responsibility, because without accountability or taking responsibility, you changing your inner dialogue, regardless of who created it, you're just reinforcing the same bullshit. And that's disempowering. So even though, like I say, it came from a parental figure, that parental figure got it from somewhere. Do you know what I mean? So this, don't let anyone stand in your way. I feel that this is the breaking of that generational curse or cycle or pattern that's just been playing out, you know, generation after generation after generation. And then with the Magician in the reverse, that's manipulation. That's not applying yourself. So it's like, I don't know if your family encouraged you not to apply yourself, or not to dream too big, or not to go after something creative, or that really allowed you to manifest the kind of life that you want. But you're being asked now to not let anything or anyone stand in your way. So don't let these old cycles and patterns, don't let this manipulation, whether intentional or unintentional, don't allow a lack of motivation that your inner dialogue is saying, oh, well, you know what? This is the way that it's always been. This is what I believe. Let's not change it. Don't let that stop you, because you can manifest. And we all are, you know, consistently manifesting what we focus on. What our inner dialogue is like playing on autopilot. That's what we end up manifesting. So if you don't like what you've manifested up until this point, then it's down to each and every one of us to change that. And like I say, it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you don't start, you will never, you know, get to the other side. Doesn't matter how long it takes. As long as you're putting effort, as like I say, would be like a lack of motivation. This would be not applying yourself. So if you never apply yourself, you're never going to get to this 10 of Pentacles. If you never apply yourself or recognize your worth, your value, you will never reach this 10 of Pentacles. And look, when you believe that your life is rich and full, opportunities come through. But what you do with those opportunities is completely up to you, and you have to be able to apply yourself. You know, blessings, they kind of do fall out of the sky. Like, sometimes they really do. But when they're in your hand, it's like, well, what are you going to do with this now? Are you going to self-sabotage? Throw it away? Or are you really going to apply yourself? Right. Oh, Ace of Wands in the reversed. Exactly. That's that lack of motivation. Lack of action. Lack of passion. Or even like a lack of aspiration. That's what I mean about maybe your inner dialogue has been making you play it small. Not dreaming big enough. I think I said that. I can't remember. Right. Show me an attitude of gratitude. Show me an attitude of gratitude. Oh my God. Right. 1 minute. Oh my gosh. Page of Cups. Exactly. Page of Cups is like a very sentimental energy. It's a bit dreamy, very kind-hearted, appreciative. All the Cups cards speak about emotional, I suppose, showing love. And we don't show love through our words. We show love through our actions, what it is that we are prepared to offer or to give to another. That's what reflects what we love. So this could be something as simple as you know, having a journal, making a gratitude list, like gushing, like literally gushing your good nature or emotions into what it is that you are grateful for. Personally, like, it's to be done in the privacy of your own home on, you know, a piece of paper. It's not to be shared with anybody else. But even this small, because page is like a small thing, it's not a huge thing to do. Even this small thing, you're going to see like something positive as a result that happens from it. Yeah. 8 of Swords, it's going to release you from, oh wow, let's take these 3. It's going to release you, like I say, this small offering towards what it is that you're grateful for is going to release you from a self-imposed prison that your inner dialogue may have created for you, that had you stuck, it had you trapped. But you being appreciative of what it is that you have, what has been going well. Like I say, even this shit here, and like I say, these generational stuff, like I say, it's not to, I'm not pointing this out for you to be like laying blame or pointing fingers and like, this is your fault, I'm where I am because of you. We're all too old for that shit now. We're too old for that shit. We're not kids anymore. You know, once we turn 18, legally we're responsible for our own lives. And spiritually we're responsible for our own lives, regardless of, you know, what it is that we've experienced up until that point. And yes, it's hard work. And yes, it takes, like I say, consistent effort and putting the work in and focus and determination to change things. But as above, so below. So if your inner dialogue is reinforcing that you're small or that you know you're trapped or whatever, then that is what you're going to manifest. So showing this gratitude, keeping a journal, emotionally gushing about the stuff that you love is actually going to free you, and then new opportunities, new beginnings come in. I see, because you're putting your energy into recognizing what is going right in your life. Right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, blessings being blocked. Oh my god, it just jumped out of my hand. Blessings being blocked. Exactly. This is what this whole fucking reading's been about. How to and how not to block your own blessings. I don't even want to go into that because this is what the whole reading ended up being about. And then we've got the bottom of the deck here, which is the 2 of Swords. It's indecision. It's sitting on the fence, not wanting to see what your inner dialogue is telling you. Not wanting to make a choice or make a decision about not letting anything get in your way or standing your way. It's being blind to the truth here. Wow. Right, let's grab... I need to get myself like a money, finances and career, like oracle deck. I can't get the words out. Oracle deck. Oh, shit. I've got like a trolley that I wheel in and wheel out when I'm doing my readings, because I can't keep all my cards in here because Safi loves them. So I just think I've just had a bit of a spillage on the tray. Right, this is the Star Codes Astro Oracle. Oh my goodness. So let's get you some advice and guidance. I don't need to clarify this. This was clear as muck. That doesn't make any sense. It's clear as day. Oh, we've got loads. Right. The root. That's exactly what we were talking about. Whether it's parental, whether it's generational, it's getting to the root of the matter. But you don't get to the root of the matter if you don't want to take off the blindfold, if you don't want to see the truth. Oof, then we've got the sun. This is the clarity. This is the exposure. This is the light being shone on. The roots here. And whenever I see trees, it always speaks to me about family. So this to me is just shining a light on the generational stuff that we were talking about. We've got transits with climate here. 10th house, authority. Okay, the 10th house is Capricorn energy, Saturn energy. Then we've got Virgo energy, which is like habits and work systems and being of service. Right, okay. The shine is something you need to shine a light on in relation to your roots. So it's whether it's your feeling of safety and security, like I say, stepping outside of this traditional way or this corporate way, this very structured way. There's something that you need to shine a light on and see more clearly here. And then we've got climate. Card 55. I just think that this is at the pivot point. You're being asked to transition out of whatever it is. Once you shine a light on this root energy and something is seen, something is exposed, you're no longer sort of running or hiding from it. It's the transition period out of that. So we've got the sun and we've got climate, which they're kind of similar in terms of their energy. And then we've got authority, so it's stepping into your power here. With the 10th house energy, it's about career, it's about your if I'm holding it in the right place, your long-term goals. Your status, reputation, public image, patriarchy, all of that shit. But the 10th house is also ruled by Saturn. And like I say, Saturn is like restriction, responsibility. So where there has been restriction, you've got to be in this energy of not letting those restrictions stop you, but only you can do the work. We've got Virgo energy here. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. It's about, as I say, habits, what you're prepared to do, the effort that you're prepared to put in, the motivation for you to actually apply yourself and do the work. Virgo's ruled by the Hermit. So it's like going within, cutting out all of this external noise. That's what's going to allow you to, like I say, not allow anything to stand in your way. But it's also this going within to, like I say, to do this journaling, to do this reflecting or self-reflection. So going within like hermit mode. Sort of cut out all of that external noise, all the answers, the soul's guidance to release you from this shit that you've been stood in for probably, like I say, a long ass time. Comes from you going within and really being able to look back on your life from childhood with an attitude of gratitude. Right, I'm going to leave that there. One of the candles has gone out. I don't know when that went out, but that's it. We're done. I hope this helped. I hope you managed to get something from it, guys. Have a good day and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.